rigorous racing like that. Wonderful Speedway.
Joining the clubhouse before the meeting tonight, Garry. It all starts again now. 0-0, 2 legs. Doesn't matter what happens before. It's all on this tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a playoffs. It's a clean sheet. We're just going to do our best, and then try and hopefully we take a big lead to Poole.
Got a good track record against Poole this year. Kept them close at theirs, and you've had some good results here at home as well. So your lads can do this.
Yeah, I think we can. They've all rode well in the last couple of weeks. We beat Wolverhampton convincingly. We beat Kings Lynn convincingly, and last week we had a 14-point lead against Bellevue. So I think we can really do this tonight.
BT cameras are here. Does that change anything in your preparation, the team's preparation of how the meeting runs? Yeah,
we just go out normal meeting, take directions for them, but there's no swearing, of course.
Well, of course, you're very used to the camera now, having worked with us all year. So what's another couple of cameras out there, hey?
Yeah, nothing. We just get on with it. Sometimes you don't even notice they're there because you're so hyped up to do well, you know what I mean? So, no, the cameras won't worry us.
It's good for the sport as well to get that coverage. It's good that BT have stayed on board, giving us the coverage that they are, because it needs to get out there, this sport, doesn't it?
Yeah, it needs to get out. It's the sport's on its way down at the moment, but obviously we've got to do something to get it back up, and BT can help us, and that's good.
So you're looking forward to a good night tonight? I
surely am, against the Pirates.
That's it, against the Pirates, your local team, of course.
Yeah, I only live down the road from there, don't I? So, no, if Somerset's my team now, I manage them, and if I take the Pirates out, I take them out.
Okay, thanks ever so much. You're a busy man. You've got a lot to do tonight, so we're going to leave you to it. We'll speak to you afterwards.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
We're joined by Kelvin Tatum here before the meeting tonight. Kelvin, this is looking like a really good encounter tonight, isn't it?
It is. These two teams have been going at it pretty much throughout the year. Not too much to choose between the two teams. Poole have got better. Early in the season, of course, the Rebels had the upper hand, but no, right now I would say that this is a really good setup for the first leg of the semi-final.
I wonder, seeing the teams and they come here and they've had the whole year to race and so on in the league, yet today it all starts again.
Absolutely, nothing, you look at form, you look at the results leading up to it, but it's, as you rightly say, it counts for nothing now because you're starting from a level playing ground. Momentum, confidence, how teams react mentally to these types of nights is very important, very important. You've got to get that good feel factor and the belief in the teams going into these sort of events.
That was only a few weeks ago when BT were in town as well. What are your thoughts on how the track is preparing these days?
There's been a change in the material because I think there's been a change in the material throughout the land because of the shale. Talking to the track curator, he says that the boys are pretty happy with it. It was a little slicker than it was generally last time we were here. The outside wasn't quite as productive, but I like this track, and generally the racing is top stuff. So with two competitive teams, got to believe the track should be in good shape.
And just your thoughts on British Speedway at the moment. We've talked about the youth this year. They've had a great year this year and last year as well. But Speedway as a whole, big changes in the winter maybe coming in for next year with that youth there as well. There's a lot to be positive about.
I'd like to be positive, certainly, and I think there are a group of riders coming through that in 3-4 years' time could prove to be top quality. There are problems at the top end of the sport, there's no question about it, and it will be an important winter. Whether we go to one league or we stay with two leagues, time will tell on that. But I hope the right decisions are made, because it's a sport that's close to all our hearts, so we want to see it progress. But certainly there are an influx of riders coming that could be great for the future.
And just before you leave, we just want to touch on the fact that social media, you're very active on there. And we just realised that Nigel and Kelvin are outside as well.
They're grazing along the back of the straight there, yes. And Tatum and Pearce look quite well fed. We're pleased that they look very healthy as well. So, yeah, great from the club and Debbie coming up with that idea. Superb.
Been working here all year, and even I didn't know that until I read your tweet. Anyway, have a great night with Nigel up there. Enjoy yourself, and yeah, we'll see you afterwards.
Cheers, thanks.
To the cases, Somerset Rebels, the current world champion at number 1, Jason Doyle. At number 2, the spectacular Kiwi, Bradley Wilson Dean. At number 3, another spectacular ride on shrewd signing by Garry May this year, Nico Covatti. And number 4, the fast starting Richard Wilson.
Just before the meeting tonight then, we've got Andy Mitchell here, Speedway Star, and all the other media outlets as well. Andy, what's your thoughts on the meeting tonight?
I think this is the more intriguing semi-final, definitely. They're going to be tightly matched. Somerset have probably got the edge at the top end. I think Poole have acknowledged that, Jason Doyle and Jack Holder. A lot will rest on those other parts of the meeting, you know, riders at 2, riders at 4, how they get on against each other. I think Poole will be happy with 41 points tonight, because Somerset are capable of going and scoring well at Wimborne Road. It's a tight one. If Poole can keep it within 8 points, it will keep things interesting. Somerset, if they can hit 50, you've got to fancy them. I wouldn't like to say which side of that it's going to go. It's going to be very tight.
All right, well, whatever happens, you're capturing it all for SGB, aren't you, tonight?
Me and Phil Lanning, yes, we're on duty. I'm more Speedway Star, and he's taking care of the tweets.
Awesome, have a good night.
Will do, you too.
In the shop here with Di. Di, what we got on special offer tonight for us?
We haven't got a great deal left now, I'm afraid. It's all beginning to look as though we're having a closing time sale. We've sold so much stuff over the winter. It's been really, really good this year, and I'm really chuffed with it. I hope we can continue next year the same. One thing I would like to say, could I just put this up for you to read? This kind gentleman gave us this as a donation, and you can read what it says, and we are so grateful that people do this for us to help us out, to help the riders.
Wow, that's amazing.
It is.
That's amazing. And this really does go towards them, doesn't it? And it helps them out massively.
Not only do we give it to the like the reserves and people like that who desperately need it, but also we give money towards a tyre. We pay for a tyre every week, home and away, and we also give money towards other things, you know, we can put to that Debbie might say, can you give us a hand with, that also goes to the riders.
Excellent. All right, well, what's your prediction for tonight then? Put you on the spot.
Don't tell me. Fingers crossed, everything crossed, I think, but I think it's going to be a toughie with Mr. Marini riding so well for Poole, but I think our boys can do it. We'll be cheering them on anyway.
And where's Anita tonight? You on your own?
She's out helping with the 50-50 because Brenda's not here tonight.
Okay, well, great to see you.
Thank you.
Let's hope we can sell lots more merchandise tonight and have a good night, yeah?
Absolutely. Many thanks.
Because this is only the first leg, but I think there's going to be some points to have to go for down at Poole.
Yeah, it's like the final, big final. Everything's very close, and we are right okay, but we also some points in the first two races, and it's okay. It's good in the last race. The bike is working good, but it's too late, you know. Hopefully now the guys make a 5-1.
Yeah, Poole making some sharp starts out there tonight.
Yeah, very strong. But you know, I think everyone now is semi-final and everyone wants to win, so it's a fair meeting.
Okay, and up at Bellevue on Wednesday, you're looking forward to that one?
Yeah. In the last 2 weeks I made very good bad meeting, and we sorted the problem in the bike now, and the bike is back to the normal, and we're looking for Bellevue now, so hopefully, you know, tonight win, and looking for Wednesday.
Okay, fingers crossed for you for Wednesday, but equally so for the Rebels tonight.
Thank you very much.
Nico, Covatti, people. This man was in the thick of the action. Bradley, happy or not?
Yeah, obviously it would have been nice to have a bit more of a lead to take down the Poole, but I mean we've won there, you know, on more than one occasion, so there's no reason why we can't go down there and win. And you know, we've got 2 points on them to go there with, and I'm sure if we all you know, just get stuck in, we can, you know, we can stretch that even more down at their place. So it is what it is. I think most of us, you know, we're struggling, you know, with the track out there a little bit tonight. Probably for me, not quite enough dirt on the outside for my liking. You know, and it didn't make it easy, but you know, it is what it is. So we just got to, you know, get our, you know, keep our heads up and go down there. There's every, you know, possibility that we can go down and still win this. So it's not over yet.
No, they were sharp starting tonight, and as you say, if there wasn't a lot out there for you to drive around the outside, then they took some catching. But there was a point when we were a couple of points down when we might have even contemplated a defeat.
Nah. We always come back. You know, I don't know what I can say. It was a hard night. They definitely came here and put on a, you know, a good fight for us. So they're not a weak team, and that's why they're in the playoffs as well. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy, and Poole turned up and they were ready for it, and they put in a solid performance. So, you know, hats off to them for that. But we still got the win, and we're still all fired up to go down there and take the win at their place.
Yeah, it's one of those strange times of the year where we don't know if we're going to have another meeting, but you chaps can make sure we get another meeting on Wednesday up at Bellevue.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm sure you guys will be seeing us again. Don't worry about that.
Fingers crossed we do. Let's hear it, please, for Bradley Wilson-Dean.
Thank you very much for coming up. It was a pretty good night for you again this evening.
Yeah, it was right. You know, slowly getting better and used a different engine tonight, and it seemed to work better than I always have.
Poole were really on the ball tonight from the last visit they had here. You know, all the riders, I think 1 to 7 were on form tonight, whereas last time, you know, they only had a couple of riders, didn't they?
Yeah, that's it. It's the playoffs. Everyone's going to give it their all, and it seemed to work for all of them tonight.
What do you reckon our chances are at Poole?
It's still all there to take. You know, all the boys are give 110%, and we all want it as much as you guys do, so we'll be there and fighting for it.
Well, we took them pretty close last time, didn't we? The last time we were there, one point in it.
Yeah, for sure. It's anyone's game, you know, so we'll go there and give it our best and hopefully we can get it.
Hello, Jake. Thanks for coming up, mate. A little bit harder this week than last week, but it seemed to be winning nothing really tonight, didn't it?
Yeah, you know, there was just nothing on the outside like there was last week. There was a bit of dirt last week on the outside, as you saw in heat 15. I went round them and then dived on, but you do that today and you just go backwards. So I think if we need a home track advantage, the track needs to be somewhat similar each week.
Poole were really on it this time round from the last visit they had here. I know, if I remember rightly, was it 2 or 3 times Brady broke the tapes there, which gave us an advantage. But tonight they had their gating gloves on tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%. You know, you can't take anything away from what Poole did. We just weren't sharp enough away from the tapes. And you know, last time they were here, I think Brady only scored 2 or 3 points, and you score 8 or something. And like even me last week, I scored 16 or whatever, and then scored 5 tonight. You know, it's just Speedway. Sometimes that's the way it is.
What do you think? You know, 2 points to take to Poole. Do you think that that we can pull it around like that?
Yeah, well, we've won down there before. You know, they didn't win here tonight, and we'd rather take a 2-point advantage down there than a 2-point disadvantage. So you know, 1-5-1 their way, and they're in front, and hopefully 1-5-1 our way. We can keep building on our lead. But you know, tonight I couldn't get the bike. I've been riding the last couple of weeks here to start. I don't know if you saw on parade, pushing the bike for ages. It just didn't want to start for some reason, so I had to jump on my spare bike, which is never ideal. So I tried the best I could tonight on the second option bike, and you know, it takes some setting up. But I think I just got lucky in my first one. Richie ran a bit wide and I nipped up the inside, and in my last one I sort of half got the setup right and was there. But you know, it's hard because every engine's different, you know, none are ever the same, and yeah, you just got to do the best with the cards that you're dealt.